I'm Elliot from HU 1277 and the Committee for One Fighting Transit Union at Los Angeles Metro. Added to the list of victims of police terror are those disappeared, tortured, and murdered by ICE. We must, of course, stand up for all these victims. But the fact that Renee Good, a white woman with citizenship, clearly trying to leave the scene, was shot down on recordings for all to see has shaken the nation. It made it clear that there are no exceptions. Everyone who stands in their way is a target. And it definitely shook Minneapolis, a town which not long ago was shaken by the police killing of George Floyd. Crucially, among those agitated are union members. In the Minneapolis local of my union, one Somalia-born US citizen was disappeared for over a month, only to be returned with no explanation. Somalian Americans are a big reason for Trump's racist focus on Minneapolis, and they also make up a core of HU Local 1005. Given that, the union leaderships were compelled to say something, lest the anger turn against them, and they soon sounded quite militant, with HU 1005 president saying the union, quote, stands in solidarity and endorses the collective refusal not to work, end quote, on Friday, January 23rd. But what did not make headlines is what he told his own membership, quote, the ATU is not participating in a general strike. While we support the purpose of the rally, we encourage members to engage in alternative forms of protest, such as refraining from shopping or other lawful activities that do not conflict with their work obligations, unquote. He, as many other labor leaders in Minneapolis that week, was providing a service to the bosses. Contain the anger into avenues that won't hurt profit and upset local Democrats like Governor Tim Walz and Mayor Jacob Frey. Much of the left calls it a historic general strike, an echo of the great 1934 Minneapolis strikes, even though privately they admit they know better. They say we mustn't dampen the momentum. But nothing hurts momentum more than floating on dreams and then crashing into reality. That reality, the obstacles, exist in every union in this fair country. It's the current leadership. So yes, I went to the so-called general strike that day in Minneapolis. Buses, trains, planes were all running. Some workers did call in sick, but it had no noticeable effect on the time schedule. The city's big employers, Target, United Health Group, 3M, and Xcel Energy did not close. Schools closed, but due to previous plans or the extreme cold. Now there was a very large, very impressive demo. I joined an HU contingent put together not by the leadership, but by a few active members, 8 in total, with signs, but no banner. We were actually one of only a few labor contingents that day. Even short of a general strike, had the unions just organized visible contingents, well, that would already send a good message to Trump. Because of your actions, we are getting organized. Instead, leaders hid behind no strike clauses they themselves allow into contracts. It's under this same excuse that hospital unions that struck hospitals from Kaiser here in the West to New York are telling their members to scab, weakening those strikes. It's a pledge to the bosses by the leadership that they will do nothing beyond negotiate contracts. And even that without the support of other unions. Yet Trump is unbound by such constraints. He even disappeared the federal workers' contracts by fiat, including that of Alex Preddy's AFGE. Why are we the only ones following the rules the bosses made to protect themselves against us? It's time to make anti-union laws and contract provisions unenforceable It's beyond time to flex some union muscle. Thank you.